René Descartes was a French writer, philosopher, and mathematician. He was extensively educated and decided to apply reasoning and mathematics to the real natural world. As a young child, Descartes was almost always sick and had the habit of staying in bed until noon. One day, while laying in bed, he saw a fly and wanted to be able to tell others the location of the fly on the ceiling based on the distance from the walls, and eventually did the same, but with points on a piece of paper. This led to the creation of the coordinate plane, also known as the Cartesian plane. Other than the Cartesian plane, he was the first to incorporate algebra to everyday circumstances. By the end of 1618, Descartes was already applying algebraic equations to solve geometric problems, resulting in Descartes inventing analytical geometry. At his time, the skeptics believed that nothing could possibly be proven or believed. However, Descartes wanted to prove them all wrong. He then hypothesized that there was a hypothetical demon of doubt, which actually caused people to doubt themselves and caused them to not believe in certain ideas. To defeat this evil demon, he knew he had to start somewhere. He began his philosophical career by assuming that there really was nothing. He found that off the top of his head he couldn't prove anything. He began to doubt himself. But he then realized something. If he doubted, then he must be thinking. And if he was thinking, then he must exist. And then he created the saying,
After having proved his own existence, he reasoned that he had a standard of perfection that he knew he couldn't reach. But how could he come up with an idea that was more perfect than himself? Only the existence of a perfect being could rationalize the idea of perfection. So he reasoned there was a God. Kind of like how by having three sides a shape is, by definition, a triangle, because there is the idea of a triangle. So, having proved God existed, he reasoned that God wouldn't make something evil like a demon who made all people doubt all things. And so, by proving God exists, we could carry on with math and physics and Cartesian plane stuff. Descartes proclaimed that true knowledge comes from application of pure reason to all things around us. But through all this, he separated the mind or the spirit from physical matter and claimed that they were entirely different, with human beings being dual beings whose minds interacted with their physical bodies but could also operate independently from the world of matter. All went well for Descartes until one day, and he promptly disappeared.